Welcome back, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Jem, Jem, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'm also an author. And before we get on to today's topic, I just want to let you know that very soon there will be 2 books available, as well as all my other books available from Amazon. But those 2 books deal specifically with haunting. And my full name is Jem with a J, Jem Stone. And they'll be available in the next couple of days. I also want for new people here, welcome everybody. But for new people, you'll find on my channel that I mainly do commentaries. Sometimes I will do a PowerPoint, depending on the topic, depending on the interest, depending on how many views I get, because a PowerPoint actually takes a long time to do. Commentaries, not so long, but if I was my audience, I would like pretty pictures instead of my face, but it is what it is. You'll also find that I don't fit any particular niche. My content varies. I cover all topics that to do with life and death. I look at it through a lens, L-E-N-S, Gem's lens. And before, again, we get into today's topic, where we are still carrying on from the Hauntings series. So if you haven't seen those videos, I would ask if you could have a look, because in those videos we discussed what it is to be externally haunted. External hauntings are like spirits, residual hauntings, and internal haunting is where you are haunted by, it could be grief, it could be trauma, it could be mistakes, memories. So there's a difference. And I've also looked at how fear can affect hauntings. So I would please ask, if you want to know more, to have a look at those videos. Okay. Today's topic is belief systems and external hauntings. This is how filters shape what we experience and how we react. And also, before I go on, I want to say that I'm not dismissing people having external hauntings. I want to remain neutral. I've got hauntings happening here at my own home, and I've uploaded hundreds of videos proving that. And I also want to say this clearly about today's video, that this conversation is not about proving or disproving anyone's beliefs. It's not about attacking religion, science, spirituality, or skepticism. It's about understanding how belief systems act as filters, because what we believe deeply affects what we notice, how we interpret events, and how we react when something feels unexplained. And reaction often matters more than the experience itself. So, do beliefs change what we experience? The answer is yes, they do. Not because people are imagining things, but because the human mind and nervous system interpret reality through meaning. 2 people can experience the same unexplained event and walk away with completely different conclusions. And this is not because one is right and the other is wrong, but because their filters are different. So before we continue, when I do a topic, I look at it through my lens, L-E-N-S, and a filter can be interchanged with lens. So when people deal with external hauntings, they are looking at through their own personal lens or filter. So let's have a look at the scientific or logic filter. People who are highly analytical or scientifically minded often experience fewer external hauntings, not because nothing happens to them, but because their minds immediately seek environmental explanations, physical causes, psychological context. Their nervous system stays calmer. Calm reduces amplification. This doesn't make them close-minded. It makes them grounded in a particular way of understanding the world. The highly attuned or sensitive filter. This is me. Some people are emotionally, intuitively, or perpetually sensitive, and they notice subtle things: atmosphere, mood shifts, emotional undercurrents, energetic changes in spaces. They may experience more unusual sensations, but sensitivity or being sensitive does not automatically mean danger. What it does mean, it means awareness without always having a clear framework to interpret it. The religious filter. Religious frameworks are powerful meaning makers. For some, unexplained experiences are immediately interpreted as divine, demonic, angelic, spiritual warfare. This isn't because religious people are fearful. It's because their belief system already contains clear categories for the unexplained. Once something is placed in a category, the reaction follows. Weighing and the power of interpretation. I'll share this example carefully and respectfully. My ex-husband, my third husband Wayne, who was brought up Catholic, interpreted unusual experiences through a Christian lens or filter. When one night spirits from a medium staged event followed me home due to my gift, Wayne experienced that through his belief system. To him, it wasn't neutral or curious, it was demonic. So his reaction made sense within his framework. He crossed himself and told them to go back to hell. That reaction wasn't evil or stupid. It was protective, shaped by belief. But it also escalated fear rather than calming the situation. Why reaction matters more than belief. Here's the key point. Belief alone doesn't cause distress. Reaction does. Fear-based reactions activate the nervous system, heighten perception, amplify sensations, reinforce threat narratives. Calm reactions de-escalate experiences, reduce intensity, restore boundaries. The same experience can fade or grow depending on how it's met. Atheists and skeptics aren't immune to the unexplained. Let me repeat that. Atheists and skeptics aren't immune to the unexplained. It's important to say this. Even people who don't believe in anything supernatural can experience unexplained events, strange coincidences, unusual sensations, events without immediate explanation. The difference is not experience, it's interpretation. Skeptics are more likely to say, "I don't know what that was." That uncertainty often keeps fear low. Why true haunting or true spirit hauntings are rare. This is where discernment matters. True hauntings involving conscious spirits are rare. Let me repeat that. True hauntings involving conscious spirits are rare. Much rarer than the internet suggests. Most experiences are residual energy, emotional imprint, environmental factors, nervous system responses, projection through belief. Assuming consciousness where there is none creates unnecessary fear. Residual energy versus conscious presence. Residual energy does not think, does not intend, does not follow belief systems, does not react to prayer or confrontation. Conscious presence, when it exists, is not usually aggressive or chaotic. Fear makes neutral experiences feel hostile. Belief systems are lenses or filters, not truth detectors. Belief systems help people make sense of the world. They are not inherently right or wrong, but they are not neutral. They color perception. And when it comes to paranormal or unexplained experiences, how we frame something often determines how it unfolds. Empowerment through discernment. Here is the empowering part. You are not at the mercy of your belief system. You can pause, observe, regulate your body, choose not to escalate. Discernment allows space between experience and reaction. And that space is where fear dissolves. Closing. Not everything unexplained is supernatural or paranormal. Not everything supernatural or paranormal is dangerous. And not every belief system leads to clarity. Understanding how our filters or how our lens, L-E-N-S, helps us to respond rather than react. True darkness is rare. Please take my word for this. I'm a psychic medium. Let me repeat this. True darkness is rare. True haunting are rare. Fear is far more common than fret. And calm understanding remains the most powerful response across every belief system. So being calm, no matter what your filter or lens is the most powerful response to something that's happening paranormally or supernaturally. Thank you, beloved beautiful souls, for watching. Please drop a comment. I love comments. The reason I ask for comments is because for me, when I'm doing a commentary, it's like I'm doing the talking and you're listening, and I want to know that I have been heard. So let me know, have you experienced internal, external hauntings, and what is your belief system? Please, when you do so, do it respectfully, and please take care of yourselves and each other. Love, light, and blessings. My name again is Jem, Jem. Take care. Bye.